It is a scorching near 100 degrees here at the Orchard as the Pippins return home against the newest team in the West Coast League, the Marian Berries. Welcome into Pippins Pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery. I'm Harmon Johnson, your voice of the Pippins. It was a 0-3 road trip for Yakima Valley down in Bend, but now you flip the calendar over to the month of July, and just like all the other squads here in the West Coast League, the summer ball beast has finally made its way to the Yakima Valley Pippins clubhouse. A lot of guys have left and a lot of new guys have come in. I talked with Pippins head coach Garrett DeGallier about all the roster moves that the Pippins have made. Back here on Pippins Pregame with Pippins head coach Garrett DeGallier. There's been a couple of roster moves within this team, but a lot of them are for the right reasons. A couple guys are committed to some new schools.
Yeah, no, Colton LaFave, first off, just committed to San Diego State, which is an incredible opportunity for him. And then Ian Moad as well, committed to St. John's. We have some other ones as of late, and Charlie Shebler and Kyler Bittner, and a lot more to come, right? And, you know, as summer ball coaches, we obviously want to win a lot of games and do right by the organization and from a competitive standpoint. It's also the message of summer baseball, you know, with the transfer portal now, with the shrinking of roster sizes, 234, you know, the fact that these guys can come in here and perform and do a phenomenal job as teammates and on the field, in the batter's box, on the mound, and receive these types of opportunities, man. It's a very fulfilling piece as a coach to get to be a part of that every day. So congrats to those guys. Really appreciate all they've done to help us out over this first month. And, you know, there's more to come as the summer keeps progressing. So it's awesome.
Yeah, you mentioned that beast of the roster sizes shrinking and summer ball wanting to be competitive. You have all these new guys meshing with the roster that's here. What are you looking forward to seeing those guys develop over the next couple weeks?
Oh, just their competitive edge. You know, obviously it's a hot one today, and we're excited to be back at home. And, you know, summer ball is about digging your trench and finding out who you are as a baseball player, who are you as a human being. And, you know, credit to the guys that they just want to continue to come out here every day and work. No matter who we're playing, no matter what the score says, whether we're up, we're down, it's even, you know, nothing but the best respect for our guys in that locker room, man. We appreciate every single one of them. So it's awesome. It's been an awesome experience so far.
3 games here at home against Marion, the newest team in the West Coast League. What are you looking forward to against this squad?
Oh, we're just happy to be back at home. It was a long road trip. Got back late Monday night. Our guys got a good couple nights of sleep to build on and ready to come out and play at home. So,
well, Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Harmon.
We've got more Pippins Pregame coming up, including Banner Bank starting lineups. Stick with us on Pippins Pregame, presented by the Washington's Lottery.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Welcome back to Pippins Pregame, presented by the Washington's Lottery. It's now time for the Banner Bank Yakima Valley Pippins starting lineup, as announced by Pippins head coach Garrett DeGallier. Banner Bank goes to bat for the Pippins. If you're looking for a regional bank that knows the Yakima Valley, go and see Banner Bank. Leading off for Yakima Valley and playing shortstop will be number 8, Gage Reeser. Batting second, wearing number 25, the right fielder, Dylan Anderson. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 18, Finley Spicer. Batting fourth is number 20, the first baseman, Julian Angulo. Batting fifth is Ethan Hogan, the third baseman, wearing number 24. Batting sixth is number 12, Kyler Bittner, playing second base. Batting seventh, playing left field and wearing number 36, is Neil Jansen. Batting eighth, doing the catching, number 15, Ethan Buckley. And rounding out the lineup, wearing number 9 and playing center field, is Jared Stevenson. Again, for the Pippins, Reeser, Anderson, Spicer, Angulo, Hogan, Bittner, Jansen, Buckley, Stevenson. The man on the mound for Yakima Valley is Ty Pangborn, making yet another start here at home. We'll get you his numbers when the Berries come up to bat in the top of the first inning. That has been your Banner Bank starting lineups, and this has been Pippins Pregame, presented by the Washington's Lottery. First pitch is next. Stick with us. Very, very hot and sticky here in Yakima as the wind is not really blowing and the sun is beating down on the Orchard. Glad you're with us here on a Tuesday night as the Pippins welcome the Marian Berries to the Orchard for the first time in franchise history. Marian, of course, the newest team in the West Coast League, making their first trip to Yakima since becoming a franchise in the West Coast League. I mentioned the weather. That's going to play a factor in the early part of this contest. 97 degrees right now. That temperature is fluctuating just a little bit as the breeze kicks up and kicks down. The wind anywhere from 4 to 8 miles an hour, gusts getting up to 21, but there aren't very many gusts. And so it's just kind of a dead heat over the ballpark right now. Humidity only sitting at 17%, very dry. As the precipitation, none expected tonight. There are a couple of showers on the other side of the Cascade Range, but it does not appear that those shadows are going to make their way over across the mountains. We are in a heat advisory until 9 p.m. tonight, and then the weather will finally calm down just a little bit and get us into the mid-80s and then the low 80s by the time tonight's contest wraps up. Sure to be a good contest here in the Orchard. These are two teams looking to finish out the first half strong. Marion, of course, has played a couple more games in Yakima Valley. They're looking to get their second half started with a bang. Yakima Valley trying to break a 4-game losing streak. We're going to take a break for the national anthem, and we'll get you first pitch action when we come back. You're watching Pippins Baseball.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Camerata Club, always with a good rendition of the national anthem here at Yakima County Stadium. As everybody makes their way into their positions, Ty Pangborn getting ready for yet another start here at the Orchard. Ty on the season has worked 23 innings over the course of 5 starts. Pangborn has been one of the most consistent pitchers for Yakima Valley, sporting a .469 ERA, giving up only 13 runs, 12 of them earned over his 23 innings. He has allowed a few more hits than normal, 29 of them, but a stellar walk to strikeout ratio, 9 walks to 24 strikeouts on the season. Ty, most recently at Akron University, is in the transfer portal looking for a new home. He will face the top 3 for Marion, Danny Weidman, Cody Kashimoto, and Cade Goldstein. Behind Pangborn out in the field, it's Neil Jansen in left, Jared Stevenson in center, and Dylan Anderson in right. Ethan Hogan makes his first start at home this season after 3 starts on the road down in Bend. Gage Reeser is the shortstop. Kyler Bittner is playing second base. Julian Angulo is the first baseman. And Ethan Buckley is doing the catching tonight for Ty Pangborn. The last time out for Ty was a win against the Corvallis Knights, went 6 innings and struck out 7. Pippins wearing those baby blue unis today, getting ready to play here at home for the first 3 games of the month of July. Month of June wrapped up on Sunday down in Bend. The Pippins unable to salvage the series against the Bend Elks. They currently sit at 7-17 on the season with 3 games left here in the first half. Marion has completed their first half. This is actually their first game of their second half. And so the Pippins looking to give the Marions a chance to start off 0-1 in their second half of play as Pangborn ready to go after his 8 warm-up pitches. A couple of new faces to the roster as well for Yakima Valley. We'll get into those as the broadcast goes along. You see home plate umpire Brandon Lane looking up towards the press box. That is because there's been some shuffling of the staff up here in the press box. General Manager Jeff Gerritsen is doing our official scoring tonight. And there's a couple of other positions that are being filled as well. Looks like everybody's ready to go as Ty Pangborn gets the play ball from Brandon Lane. The first pitch of the ball game is just a bit downstairs at 6:38 p.m. Brandon Lane, I already mentioned calling the balls and strikes. Lucas Naley is out in the field. That's a foul ball back to the screen by Danny Weidman, center fielder for Marion here in his 18th game. Batting .333 on the season, a very consistent leadoff man for the Berries. 1-1, just a bit down. Moves the count to 2-1. Pangborn looked really sharp in that last appearance against the Corvallis Knights. A rip into left field, down for the first base hit of the ball game. Danny Weidman picks up his 20th base knock of the season, and that's how the game begins. Similarly to Trevor Kaiser for Yakima Valley, Ty Pangborn has allowed quite a few hits. That is now hit number 30 he's allowed on the season. But I've said this multiple times, allowing hits is not necessarily the worst thing. That means that you're throwing strikes. As now Pangborn gets ready to face Cody Kashimoto, switch hitting first baseman. A little flare out into center. Stevenson diving, he makes the grab. Throw goes to first, blocked by Angulo. Almost got the double play, but Jared Stevenson with a nice play flashing the leather for out number 1. Jared still perfect out there in the outfield, as are the 2 corner outfielders for Yakima Valley. A team that's been riddled with errors has had a really solid outfield, though. First pitch called a strike to Cade Goldstein, the shortstop in today's contest. Goldstein comes into this one batting .254. Has picked up 15 hits, including a home run. Now in his 19th contest with Marion. 0-1, high towering shot out towards Anderson and right. Glasses gleaming, makes the grab for out number 2. The sun just about to dip below the sunshade banners over on the left side of the diamond. You can see the shadow creeping over the mound and the batter's box. A little bit of relief for the hitter, the catcher, home plate umpire Brandon Lane, and Ty Pangborn from the sun. A runner at first, 2 outs. First pitch on the way to Bryce Hubbard. But first, a check over to first base. Hubbard, the catcher today, batting .238 for the Berries, wearing those road grays with purple accents. Another check over to first. Angulo not in time applying the tag. Ty's got that nice snap move over. He has not picked anybody off yet, but he's been close a couple of times. First pitch, High and away to Hubbard. Hubbard, one of 4 catchers on the staff for the Marian Berries. Based out of Salem, Oregon. 1-0, dips inside. 79 miles an hour on the breaking ball. Ty's fastball lives at around the 90s. High 80s to about 91. Runner's going to take off. The pitch is inside. Buckley's throw is just a little bit late. Reeser unable to get the short hop. Lucky that the slide was so hard into second by Weidman. Otherwise, he might have got up and taken third. Stolen base for the center fielder. It's a 3-0 count to Bryce Hubbard. Pangborn unable to locate an 88-mile-an-hour fastball. Now some clouds settle in over the ballpark as the sun is starting to set. 3-0 pitch from Pang. Up at the top of the zone for strike one. That is the first time I think there's been any cloud cover over any part of the ballpark all day. Team was out here at around 3:30 getting ready for batting practice. It was nothing but sunshine during that early work. 3-1. That's in there for strike two. So after falling behind 3-0, Pangborn's battled his way back, trying to complete the 3-0 comeback. He's going to come set with a runner at second base. Payoff pitch to Hubbard. Breaking ball called, strike three. Hubbard knew it immediately. Pangborn leaves one stranded after allowing a leadoff hit. No runs and no errors committed by the defense. We go to the bottom of the first. Marion 0, Pippins coming up.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Bottom of the first inning here at the Orchard as Johnny Ingalls gets ready to pitch here in the bottom of the first inning. Ingalls, a native of Portland, Oregon, just finished up his senior year in high school, committed to play for Linfield College. You see his numbers there, 0-2 on the season with a 5.12 ERA. The walk-to-strikeout ratio is a little striking, 6 strikeouts, but double that in walks. As his first pitch is taken just a bit inside by Gage Reeser. It's Reeser, Anderson, and Spicer due up for Yakima Valley. Ingalls elects to work from the stretch, even with no one on, as Reeser pounds that one over to third. It's off the body of Vasquez, and Gage will be on as a leadoff runner. Tough hop over at third. Reeser, some hard hit contact. 82 off the bat. As now Dylan Anderson steps in with a leadoff runner aboard. They're going to rule that an error by the third baseman, Paul Vasquez. The first pitch misses to Dylan Anderson. Anderson on the season batting .267. Leads the team in hits with 23. Sends this one foul. Evens the count at 1 apiece. Anderson committed to play at Grand Canyon University. Certainly been one of the leaders for this Pippins squad. On the ground over to first. Stepping on the bag, dodge. Reeser gets into it. No, it's stuck in the mitt of the first baseman, Dodge. Reeser's going to be at second. Had that ball not got wedged in the webbing, Dodge would have probably turned a pretty easy double play. Looks like he's tightening one of the strings on his first baseman's mitt. You don't see that every day. First pitch inside to Finley Spicer. Call it 3 unassisted. Dylan Anderson is out. Gage Reeser advancing to second. (1-0). Spicer drills out to center field, sending back Weidman. He leaps to make the grab. Reeser's going to tag. He'll be in at third, standing up. Productive out for Finley Spicer, as that'll bring up Julian Angulo with 2 outs. Does not go down as a sacrifice because a run did not score, but essentially that's what it was. Angulo bats with the go-ahead run 90 feet away here in the first inning. First pitch taken a little bit down. Angulo batting .231 with the Pippins. This is his 11th contest as he takes strike 1 there. From Cal Poly Pomona. Played with the Pippins last year, trying to recreate his success from the 2024 summer. 1-1 pulled outside by Ingles. Ty Pangborn gave up a leadoff hit, but stranded the runner at second base. Yakima Valley trying to, again, score in the first inning here at home. Angulo takes downstairs. It's now 3-1. Ethan Hogan waits patiently in the on-deck circle for his chance to hit here in the first. 3-1, needed a strike, and so now Ingles runs the count full. Angulo looking for a walk or a base knock here. Payoff pitch. Little dribbler off the leg of Ingles. He's going to scramble. The turn over to first. It gets away from the first baseman, Dodge. Run scores and the ball goes out of play. Angulo will be at second. Scoring Gage Reeser to make the score 1-0. Now the immediate attention goes to the pitcher Ingles after he took a ball off the back foot. He certainly is hobbling around just a little bit out there on the mound. The entire infield going to get together and check on their pitcher. We've seen a lot of ground balls right back up the middle, and during batting practice, that's been something that the Pippins have emphasized, is trying to hit the ball back at the machine or into the L screen. Looks like Ingles is okay. Does not want any warm-up pitches. Call that an error by Ingles, his second on the season. 2 errors committed here in the first inning. First pitch to Hogan in there for strike 1. We'll see how that drive leg getting hit affects the pitching of Ingalls. He's ahead in the count here to Ethan Hogan, 0-2, so obviously not affecting him too much. Looking to fight back after giving up an early run. 0-2. Hogan takes inside. Ethan batting .364 here in his 6th game with Yakima Valley. Again, making his first start here at home. 1-2, sawed off foul into the banners. Count will remain at 1-2. Pippins have yet again scored in the first inning. Make it 6 times in the last 10 games. 1-2, wave and a miss by Ethan Hogan. That retires the side. The Pippins leave 1 stranded, but they get 1 run across on 2 Marian errors. We go to the second, 1-0 Yakima Valley. Ty Pangborn pitching with a lead here in his home ballpark. He talked about it in the postgame the last time out against Corvallis, as there's a look at his numbers this season, the native of Newark, Ohio, with that .469 ERA. Strikeouts have jumped up by 1 after a strikeout in the first, now up to 25. But Ty talked about in that postgame interview against the Corvallis Knights during that win back on Wednesday that pitching with a lead, even if it's a 1-run lead, allows you to be a little more free out there on the mound. You know you can make a couple mistakes, and it's not going to cost you the game in an immediate sense. And especially here in the early innings, you can pitch a little bit looser, be a little more prone to maybe not being your best. Of course, every pitcher strives to be their best. But you know that if you make a mistake, it's not necessarily going to ruin the game. He faces 5, 6, and 7 from Marion here in the second inning. First pitch just a bit down to Paul Vasquez, who committed the first of 2 errors there in the first inning for Marion. .1-0 on the ground to Hogan at third. Now Reeser backhand, strong throw across, stretched by Angulo. He tags the runner. Oh my goodness, Julian Angulo. Give Gage Reeser credit for a strong throw, and give Julian Angulo credit for an amazing tag up after a slow pick. Da-na-na, da-na-na. One down here in the inning. First pitch to Jake Dodge, high and away. Dodge batting .235 on the season. I'm still reeling after that stellar play by Angulo. Next pitch just misses. Makes it 2-0. Dodge another left-handed bat in this Marion lineup. 2-0 way upstairs. Let's take a look at that play that got the first out there in the inning. Reeser had to backhand, had to make a strong throw, and then the awareness of Angulo to get the tag up. 3-0 pitch down and in across the shoe tops. That's ball 4. A one-out walk is the first free pass issued by Ty Pangborn. My goodness. There you will see Angulo holding on the runner. Double play gets you out of the inning as another lefty, Brecken Hadley, up to the dish. First pitch upstairs at 88 miles an hour. Marion saw that Pangborn was right-handed and up on the bump, so they sent out a slew of lefties to try and counter that. 1-0, that bounces away from Ethan Buckley. The lead runner, Dodge, is going to advance to second without a throw. For those of you that might not understand the advantage of having a left-hand heavy lineup against a right-hand heavy pitcher, it's just such easier to see the fastball and the breaking ball, especially out of the hand of the pitcher. Also for lefties, the breaking ball from a righty is going to break down and in, kind of the happy zone for a left-handed hitter. 2-0 breaker. That one's outside for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Trying to give your offense every advantage you can here against Pangborn, who has kind of emerged as the ace of staff now. 2-1, that's downstairs. Makes it 3-1. Of course, a couple of pitchers no longer with the squad, including Ian Moad, who recently committed to St. John's University out on the East Coast. When he did that, they asked him to shut it down for the rest of the season. 3-1, right over the plate. Now 3-2. And that's how you have to do it here in the age of the transfer portal, and with rosters expected to be cut in size. Guys trying to prep for fall ball, even though we're still about a month and a half away. Payoff pitch, fouled over towards the Marion dugout. Moad not the only D1 commit that has had their season shut off. Charlie Shebler also no longer with the team after moving from Akron to Butler University. Another payoff. That's downstairs. Hadley draws the second walk from Ty Pangborn. Back-to-back base on balls, have 2 aboard. There is only 1 out. Yet another lefty in this lineup. Martin Serrano getting ready for his first hacks. Serrano batting .059 through 5 games with the Berries. Prime candidate for Ty to find the second out here. Big cut. 0-1. Through those 5 games, Serrano only 1 hit. It did drive in a run. Pangborn checks the lead runner. 0-1, dribbled off the plate, foul. Might have gotten a piece of Buckley. Takes the glove off and kind of squeezing his glove hand. Peers into the dugout for the sign. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, cut on and missed. Pangborn has his second strikeout of the afternoon. 2 away here in the second. The number 9 spot, Anthony Cepeda, hitting here with 2 outs and 2 men aboard. Cepeda batting .220 through 13 games with the Marian Berries. First pitch just a bit too far out. Ty's been trying to work that breaking ball as the first pitch in counts. Hasn't been ahead in too many of them yet. (1-0) down and in. Good block by Buckley. Keeps the runners at their stations. Cepeda's looking for his 10th hit with the Berries. Playing right field today. 2-0 pitch. In there for strike one. The bottom part of the zone and the outer edge of the zone have been very favorable for Ty Pangborn. Inside, not so much, especially to these left-handed hitters. Still early in this ball game, the 2-1 fouled off into the screen. Pangborn looking for one more strike here in the second inning. Shakes off a couple times, looking for that pitch he wants. 2-2 with 2 on and 2 outs. Dribbler back up to Reeser. He's going to go the long way to Angulo. This time, all Julian has to do is step on the bag to retire this side. Marion leaves 2 on this time, but do not score. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-0, Yakima Valley.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Kyler Bittner puts the first one on the ground to Vasquez. Over to first, pulls him off the bag. Bittner is safe. Dodge had to come off after another throw from Vasquez. Kyler Bittner safe at first. Good start to the inning for Yakima Valley here in the bottom of the second. Neil Jansen stepping in now as we take a look at that last play. High throw and Dodge unable to get back to the bag. Jansen swings at the first pitch. Neil from San Jose State batting .274 on the season. Ingalls gave up 1 run in the bottom of the first. As Bittner takes off, Jansen takes a pitch inside. Kyler's got a stolen base. Bittner advancing 90 feet. It is scored the second error by the third baseman Ingalls to get Bittner on. 1-1 downstairs to Neil Jansen. Pippins looking to tack on here in the second inning, leading by 1. Jansen softly out towards center. Coming in, Weidman makes the grab. Bittner will not advance. So now Ethan Buckley getting ready to hit with 1 out here in the second. Buckley was the first baseman in Sunday's contest. Behind the dish today, native of Cape Town, South Africa. First pitch swinging, popped it up over towards the Marion dugout. Drops in harmlessly for a foul ball. Buckley batting .267 this year. Now in his 15th game with the Pippins. Takes just a bit outside. Evens the count at 1-1. Well, Mother Nature must have heard all of us complaining about the heat because the ballpark is now under shadow. Mother Nature having sympathy on us down here as Buckley fouls one over towards the on-deck circle. Makes the count 1-2. Nice little cloud hanging out past the ballpark. The lights are on, anticipating a little bit more cloud cover. 1-2 on the right side. First baseman Dodge will take it himself. Buckley does advance the runner Bittner, though. And another situation like in the first inning. Runner at third, 2 outs. This time Jared Stevenson will have a chance to drive in a run. Stevenson, the center fielder tonight, batting only .136. He's picked up 3 hits on the season. Swinging first pitch and sending it high out towards shallow right. Cepeda still coming in, makes the grab near the infield to retire the side. Pippins strand 1 at third. They do not score on no hits. We go to the top of the third inning, 1-0. Pippins in front.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
1-0, heading to the top of the third inning. Harmon Johnson with you alongside our video crew tonight. Shay doing it by himself. Shay's a legend for that, though. He can make things work almost better by himself than he can with a crew here. Not saying we don't appreciate our crew. It's the first pitch from Pangborn up near the head of the leadoff batter, Danny Weidman. Shea's been in it for a couple of years now here with the Pippins. He's got everything worked out to a T. Pangborn misses for ball 2. All the graphics you see designed by him and recently underwent some new designs this season. They all look great. On the ground, over towards Reeser again, dives, tries to throw, but Angulo will wisely come off the bag. Infield single for Danny Weidman. Reeser unable to replicate that throw, and Angulo unable to replicate the tag like in the second inning to get Paul Vasquez. So Danny Weidman has both hits for the Berries in the contest. Suppose that's why he's batting out of the leadoff spot, as Angulo, I think, took the ball on a hop in a suboptimal place. Trying to stretch out over there at first. Pangborn slowly digs back into the pitching mound, trying to give his first baseman enough time to recover. Runners going, pitch through the left side. Hogan unable to dive. Jansen picks it up and gets it in before Weidman can advance. Back-to-back hits for the Berries. There's 2 on and nobody out. That'll send out Eddie Kribbe to have a quick visit with Ty Pangborn and the infield. Coach Kribbe, the motivator down in that dugout. While we have a second, let's take a look at some of the other games that are in action today. Almost everybody's playing as the first half wraps and the second half gets started. Ridgefield is visiting Springfield, 4-0 in the bottom of the second. Nanaimo hosting Victoria, it's 2-0, bottom of the second. Kamloops hosting Wenatchee, bottom of the third, no score. Bottom of the third in Kelowna, it's 1-0 Bellingham. Walla Walla is at Bend, that game just started, bottom of the first inning. Port Angeles is at Edmonton, 3-0 Riverhawks. And the last game on the schedule tonight, Cowlitz visiting the Portland Pickles down there at Walker Stadium. Two on, nobody out here for Cade Goldstein. Showing bunt, he will pull back and watch ball 1. Goldstein flew out to Dylan Anderson back in the first inning. Last time out against Corvallis last night, had a multi-hit game, 2 for 3 with a run scored. (1-0). Again showing bunt, gets it down. Hogan picks it up, throws over to Angulo. That is out number 1. Successful sacrifice for Goldstein. 2 are in scoring position with less than 2 outs. Good defense by Hogan to get the ball over to first efficiently. We'll see what Bryce Hubbard is doing here. Hubbard from Oregon State, a native of Norcross, Georgia. Makes a long trip every school year to go play baseball for the Beavers. First pitch he takes for strike 1. Hubbard struck out there in the first inning to end the frame. Pangborn ahead in the count. Swing and a miss. Had him fooled with the breaking ball. Oh, 0-2 here to Bryce Hubbard, the catcher. One of 7 lefties in the lineup. The 0-2. Another breaking ball. Swung on and missed. Hubbard looks silly as Pangborn able to loop it by him.
Number 36, Paul Vasquez.
That'll bring up Paul Vasquez with 2 down. Ty looking to strand 2 more runners. 1 was left on in the first, 2 were left on there in the second. First pitch in the dirt. Ahead in the count is Vasquez. Paul Vasquez last night against Corvallis, 1 for 4 with a run scored. The 1 hit was a home run, a solo shot in the 12-3 loss. 1-0 catches the outer black. It's now 1-1. Again, outside and down being called a little bit more in favor of the pitchers currently. 1-1, Pangborn heats him up and misses downstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. As a pitcher, you slowly learn kind of where an umpire's zone is and what pitches you can kind of take advantage of. 2-1, that one's inside, called a strike. That runs the count to 2-2. Pangborn again looking for a big pitch to get out of an inning. Shook off twice, now coming set. Deuce is wild on the scoreboard. Driven out towards left field. Jansen to his left, settles under it, and makes the grab to retire the side. 2 more left stranded on the fly out to right field. We go to the bottom of the third. Yakima Valley still up 1-0 here at the Orchard. Pippins lead at 1-0 after 2.5 innings of play. Top of the orders due up for Yakima Valley, Reeser, Anderson, and Spicer. There's been traffic in every inning, but so far Ty Pangborn's been able to hold the Berries off the scoreboard, trying to see if his offense can get him a couple more runs of insurance here in the first 3 frames. Gage Reeser is the lone run to score so far. Reached on an error by the third baseman Vasquez. That was his first error of the contest. He would come around and score on the Julian Angulo, reaching on an error from the pitcher as he rips one just foul. Koshi Arai down there tried to knock the ball down on its way to the corner. Pangborn looking to get through, I would expect 4 or 5 tonight, depending on the score. 0-1 outside. I know he is scheduled to pitch again this weekend in Walla Walla, and so you don't want to completely burn him out tonight. 1-1, again foul over towards the Pippins bullpen. But if there is a situation where Pangborn can get through 5 with a lead and potentially qualify for a decision, I think you'd want that for both Ty's sake and for the team's sake to conserve an arm for at least an inning. 1-2, fouled back. Reeser able to stay alive. Gage back on Sunday. Did not play, but did play on Saturday. Went 0 for 3 with a walk. He's going to take it in the back and be aboard for the second time. A fastball rides a bit too far inside.
Number 25, Dylan Anderson.
I'll bring up Dylan Anderson. Searching for that 24th hit of the season. Grounded out back in the first inning that advanced Gage to second base. First pitch called a strike on the outer third. Anderson asking where it was just to make sure he's seeing the plate the same way the home plate umpire Brandon Lane is. Check over to first. Gage is back in time. I mentioned pitchers kind of learn the zone to take advantage. Also, hitters have to learn the zone so that they know what they might have to swing at to protect themselves in those 2-strike counts. It can be frustrating at times as a hitter, especially ones that know the strike zone. But that's where the game tests you and tells you to adapt or die. 1-1, back to the backstop. Next count, 1-2. 2-strike counts are also a good adapt or die situation for hitters. Typically, you're taught anything close, you have to protect as a throw goes past the first baseman dodge, but not far enough to advance to Reeser. That was close. Gage wanted to take off, but I think it's a wise decision to stay at first, as he probably would have been hosed. Again, checking to first. Marion being very careful with Gage Reeser, who has stolen 6 bags on the season. About a 2-step lead, not going. Anderson takes outside for ball 2. The last time Gage swiped a bag was clear back on June 8th against Cowlitz. Again, outside to run the count full. Gage ran a lot early. 3 stolen bases in the Wenatchee series, 2 in the Walla Walla series, but only 1 against Cowlitz. That was the last time. Anderson, fly ball out towards left, running towards the line is Serrano, still running. He drops the ball. Gage Reeser stands at second, had to make sure that the ball was caught. And when it wasn't, able to just step on the pillow. 2 on. That has scored the first hit of the game for Yakima Valley. Dylan Anderson with a towering single down the left field line. Scoring to bunt is Spicer, unable to get it down. 2 aboard, nobody out. Prime opportunity for Yakima Valley here in the third. A throw goes to second. Reeser back in plenty of time. Spicer 0 for 1 today. Flew out to the center fielder Weidman in his first plate appearance. Rips one down towards the pole, but it is foul. Just a bit too far out in front by Finley Spicer. See if he can straighten it out, keep it in the yard, or at least keep it fair. 0-2 outside. Engels with 26 strikes, now 16 balls in his 2+ innings of work. Reeser dancing. Throw goes over to second, but it's wide. Kashimoto unable to head towards the bag. Finley looking for his first hit tonight as the ball is downstairs. Spicer picked up 1 hit in the first game down in Bend. Went 1 for 4 that night with an RBI. 2-2 ripped down the line, foul. Bounces into lefties. Finley putting up a good fight as he lost the handle to his bat. He's walking over there. There's no knob on the end of his bat anymore as he hands it off to Ethan Buckley. Got a new piece of lumber now. Finley's just so strong. Ripped that bat right in half. Another 2-2. High shot out towards left. Serrano in front of the track, catches it. Runners will stay put. A good throw from Martin Serrano. There is now 1 out here in the 3rd inning. Julian Angulo was able to drive home Gage Reeser back in the 1st inning. He's got Reeser in scoring position again. First pitch, dying quail out towards the Bermuda Triangle. Weidman can't get it. Everybody is safe. Bases are loaded, and there's only 1 out. Ethan Hogan with a prime opportunity to drive home his 2nd and 3rd RBI of the season. His 1 ribby came on June 29th against Bend. That was Sunday, when he went 1 for 2 with a pair of walks. First pitch over on the right side to second for 1. Hogan, he's out at first. Pippins will leave 2 on as they're unable to score with the bases loaded here in the 3rd. We go to the middle innings. 1-0. Pippins on top.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Top of the 4th inning here in Yakima. The Pippins lead it 1-0 on a Tuesday night. The sun has started to reclaim the baseball field. But very slowly, the shadows of the grandstands will creep over until we are fully dark and under the lights as the first pitch is down and in to Jake Dodge, the first baseman tonight for the Berries. Walked back in the second inning. Pangborn leaves one in the zone. This one's deep. This one is gone. Dodge on one pitch ties this ball game with a rocket over the right field wall. 102 off the bat. 349 over the fence. Woo! That ball got out in a hurry. Solo shot ties the game. And now Brecken Hadley digs in for his second trip to the plate. First pitch just a bit too far inside. Hadley drew that walk against Pangborn, but was left stranded. Heading the count here 2-0. Last time out against the Corvallis Knights. Last night, 1 for 3. Drew a walk as well. (2-0) upstairs. Ty having a little trouble locating the zone after the solo shot by Jake Dodge. There's a strike. Moves the count to 3-1. Hadley's got a home run on the season. Came back on June 24th against Bend. Fouls it back. So now the count runs full. Koshi Arai is working down in the Yakima Valley bullpen. Payoff pitch down and in. Ball 4 to Brecken Hadley. Second walk of the evening. That'll put one aboard for Martin Serrano. Unable to range over and make a grab on a Dylan Anderson fly ball. That gave Yakima Valley their first hit of the contest. Trying to make up for it here on offense here in a tie ball game. First pitch, right to Reeser. Over to second. On to Angulo, the twin killing. Helps out Ty Pangborn. That's about as routine as it gets. 6-4 to 3. Now 2 away for the number 9 man in the order, Anthony Cepeda. First pitch, high and away. Cepeda grounded out to Reeser back in his first plate appearance in the second. In his last game against Springfield was 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Has not picked up a hit in a game since June 26th. 2-0 out towards left. Jansen ranging to his right. He'll reach up and squeeze it for out number 3. Pangborn gives up a leadoff solo home run to tie the game, but is able to get out of it after that. 1-1 to the bottom of the 4th.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about Westside Pizza?
I love Westside Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, their Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
Westside Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. Westside Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
First pitch to Kyler Bittner is down and in. Pippins in a tie ball game with the Marian Berries, 1-1. Bittner last time up reached on the second error of the game by the third baseman Vasquez. He rips one over the head of Vasquez this time. A sure single for Kyler Bittner. He's been on base both times today. Good start in the inning. As now Neil Jansen steps up to the plate. Bittner's going to take off. Hesitation throw from Hubbard, and Bittner will be safe at second. Second stolen base here for Kyler. One-0 count to Neal, who flew out to Weidman back in the first time he was at the plate. Scores to bunt, pulls away. Makes the count 1-1. Bottom of the fourth inning here in Yakima, Washington. 1 hour into the contest at 7:39. Jansen handcuffed on the inner part of the plate. It's now 2-2. 2-1 rather, I should say. He did pull back the bunt. Tries to bunt there, but it's off his leg. Now the count is 2-2. Neal last time out on Sunday, 1 for 3 with a walk drawn against the Bend Elks. On a little 2-game hit streak, trying to see if he can get at the 3. 2-2, popped up over on the right side. Dodge chasing it, close to the net. One hops into a vacant chair. A couple of kids will run down and grab that. Berries 1 run on 4 hits, 3 errors committed. Yakima Valley 1 run on 3 hits. Two ripped, just foul. One puff over there in the foul territory of the infield. Jansen just missed extra bases. Got a hold of it. It was 96 off the bat. Another 2-2. Swing and a miss. Ingalls gets his second strikeout of the night. 1 down.
Now batting, number 15, Ethan Buckley.
I'll bring up Ethan Buckley. Grounded out to first. Back in the second inning. Holds that bat right above his helmet. Takes inside. It clips him. 2 will be on with only one out for Jared Stevenson. Second batter that Ingalls has plunked. Jared Stevenson, the center fielder, for his second trip. Stevenson flew out to right field to end the second inning. Takes a first pitch strike. Last game that Jared was in, pinch hit on Sunday, was 0 for 1. Also drew a walk, scored the only run for Yakima Valley. Grounder over to third. Fair ball, stepping on the bag for one. Vasquez on to first. Double play. The Berries able to get out of an early threat by Yakima Valley. The score remains 1-1 as we head to the fifth inning. Well, those two fine folks you see on your screen right now are actually my grandparents. They made the trip out to Yakima from Stapleton, Nebraska to come and see me for the off day yesterday and come and see a game here at the Orchard. My grandpa Gary there on the right, my grandma Liz on the left, supporting the Pippins baby blue colors. I don't even think that was, yeah, there they heard it. You see, they're both listening to those earbuds. 1-1's the score here in the top of the fifth inning. I think they're going to join us here in the press box just to see how the operation goes in about a half inning. Just so thankful, so blessed that my dad and my brother were able to drive me out here, and then they decided to make a extended trip to come out and say hi. Hoping the last couple members of my family are able to come out for the end of the season. New pitcher in for Yakima Valley. It's Koshi Arai. Ty Pangborn goes his scheduled 4 innings. Even here in a tie game, Garrett DeGallier trying to save his arm for this weekend against Walla Walla in the Battle of the Basin. As Koshi Arai, 5'6", 160 from Gunma, Japan, pitching in his 4th game already. First pitch fouling off is Danny Weidman, the leadoff hitter for the 3rd time. Arai in his 3 games, made 1 start. He's worked 5 innings. Has looked pretty good except for 1 inning down in Bend where he gave up 5 runs. A single out towards left field for the first batter, Danny Weidman. He's 3 for 3 today. All 3 singles. Yeah, that big inning down on Friday against the Elks really hurts Arai's overall numbers because despite his lower velocity, he's been very effective against opposing hitters. He struck out 4. He's only walked 2. The lefty fires in a first pitch strike at 78 miles an hour. That's about where the fastball lives. It'll touch 80 at times. The slow slider will be anywhere from 65 to 68. Check over to first. This is Cody Kashimoto. He's 1 for 2 today. Another check over to first. Arai being very careful. Kashimoto from Kanoe, Hawaii, will be a senior at St. Mary's there in California. 0-1, there is the slider. I don't think Kashimoto knew what to do with it. It's got good spin despite the low velocity. That one was in there at 2,300 RPMs. 0-2, fouled at the plate. Count will remain 0-2. Arai got the start in his first contest with Yakima Valley, just a spot start against Corvallis as a high chop over to Hogan. He goes to second for one. Bittner the turn. It's not in time. The Pippins get the lead runner, Weidman. There's one down here in the inning.
Number 13, Katie Goldstein.
Just a little bit too slowly of a dribbler to turn a double play there. Bittner made a good turn. Kashimoto runs well, though, and so now Cade Goldstein. Again, a runner at first. This time there's one out. Squares to bunt, but he fouls it back. No balls, one strike. Goldstein, a native of Calabasas, California, committed to play at Cal Santa Barbara. A lot of California schools for these Salem, Oregon baseball players. Popped up over on the left side. Hogan has room in foul territory until he doesn't. Right off the top of the netting. The wind just needed to blow a little bit harder there to give Hogan a chance to catch that baseball. The count does move to 0-2. Arai is well ahead. First game of 3 against the Marian Berries. 0-2 off the end of the bat, right up towards general admission. I don't think the young fan that was sitting there saw that baseball come in. Lucky that he's not going home with a black eye. Got to pay attention when you come to the ballpark. Oh, 2 again, fouled off. That time the dugout for the Berries comes up with the ball. Arai still ahead in the count. This one fouled again. This one will deposit itself again into the general admission. Yeah, celebrate the foul ball. Going home with a souvenir. Arai doing some mound work. Trying to get comfortable up there on the slab. 0-2. Oh, just a bit upstairs. They appeal. Lucas Naley says that there was no swing. I think Goldstein really wanted to swing at it. Is time going to be called here? Brandon Lane going to have a conversation with Koshi Arai. Looks like Brandon Lane came up with a baseball as well. Not the first time that Yakima Valley's had this umpiring crew. Lane and Naley were the 2 umpires down in Ridgefield, except Lucas Naley got the plate for 2 of the 3 games. 1-2, pulled outside. Count now even at 2. Goldstein coming off of that multi-hit game against Corvallis. That was his second multi-hit contest of the season. Runner takes off. The 2-2's down and away. Buckley unable to handle it. Stolen base for Kashimoto. And now the count runs full. Arai was ahead in the count for about 4 pitches. Had it 0-2 for quite a while, but Goldstein able to work it back. Koshi steps off. Now he comes back. Payoff pitch on the way. Driven out towards right. Anderson chasing it towards the cut. Makes the grab up against the wall. Tagging initially was the runner Kashimoto, but he will stay put. Kashimoto did not read that well enough to advance a bag. There's 2 down. That fly ball just a little bit too high to make it out of the ballpark. Trackman has it at 295 feet and 5 inches distance traveled. It's 293 right there to the pole, but it was a little bit up the wall. Two away here, and Bryce Hubbard 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts against Ty Pangborn. Those are 2 of Ty's 3. 1-0, cut on missed. Ty's final line was 4 innings, giving up 4 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. One on the ground. Bittner dives, can't come up with it. Anderson going to come up throwing. It will be late. And so the Marian Berries take a 2-1 lead on a single through the right side.
Now batting, number 36, Small, Vasquez.
Not tagging up doesn't hurt Kashimoto. He's able to score easily from second. 2-1, Marion. Now Paul Vasquez standing in. First pitch, that's outside. Vasquez from Covina, California, 6'3", 215 in that right-hand batter's box. Takes just inside. Now the count 2-2, or 2-0, excuse me. Had a multi-hit game against the Bend Elks on June 26th. His other 3 contests against Corvallis on the 30th, Springfield on the 29th, and Corvallis back on the 23rd. He scored runs in. 2-1, hard liner, just foul. Arai in a 2-2 count. The ball gets away from Koshi. That 5'6" frame just wasn't tall enough to grab the throwback. Ball was dead, so it didn't hurt you. 2-2 from Koshi. Dances inside. Count runs full. There are 2 outs, so Bryce Hubbard will get a head start over at first base. Angulo battling the sun, playing behind the runner. Infield shifted to pull. Payoff pitch. Little dying hook out towards the gap. It's going to get down in front of Stevenson. Late stop sign thrown up by the third base coach for Marion. Runners are at the corners after back-to-back hits for the Berries. Fifth inning has been the longest so far. This game was cruising until about 15 minutes ago. One run already across, another one threatening to score. Jake Dodge pokes one shallow out towards left. Ranging back, Reeser, he's going to reach up and make the grab to prevent any more damage. 2-1 is the score as we're halfway home here at the Orchard.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Still Johnny Ingles out there on the bump for the Marian Berries. He now pitches with a lead after giving up an early run in the bottom of the first inning. Marion has scored 2 unanswered and now lead it 2-1. The Pippins will send up the top of the order after a double play ended their threat back in the 4th inning. Glad you're with us here on a Tuesday night. Nearing the 8 o'clock hour here in the Pacific time zone. Gage Reeser leads it off for the 3rd time against Johnny Ingles. Fouls it over towards his own dugout. Reeser on the night is 0 for 1, scored the only run for the Pippins way back in the 1st inning after reaching on an error by the 3rd baseman Vasquez. Again, foul over towards his own dugout. Behind in the count 0-2. Ingles nothing too overpowering, and the numbers tell you that he is prone to giving up runs, but the highest run total he's given up was in his first game against the Portland Pickles back on June 7th. Gave up 7 runs, 6 of them earned. 0-2, staying alive is Reeser. Walked 3 and struck out 2 of the 23 batters he faced against the Pickles. Of course, going into Walker Stadium, that's a tough environment as it is. Reeser golfs one out towards the gap. The center fielder, Weidman, was playing over there for some reason. Shifted way into the pull side. He will make the grab. You don't normally see a center fielder playing that far over into left center field. Either way, it's 1 out, though. Score at F8 in your book. Dylan Anderson picked up his first hit of the night back in the 3rd inning. First pitch, just a bit upstairs. Ball 1. Ingles has mixed in a little bit of a fastball changeup variety. That was the fastball that Anderson takes to left field. Dylan, big turnaround first, but he will hold up and settle for his 2nd single of the night. Good piece of hitting by Dylan to take a pitch that was down and away to the opposite field. So now Finley Spicer bats with a man aboard yet again. Pippins have left at least one runner stranded in every inning. Anderson's taking off. The ball's all the way to the backstop. Anderson will round, but hold up at second. That will go as a stolen base, despite the fact that the ball got away because Anderson was running on the pitch. Dylan able to swipe his third bag of the summer. 1-0 downstairs. Spicer ahead 2-0. Batting practice. Finley had quite a few balls deep out towards left field. Very good hitter. Unable to pull the trigger there at the bottom of the zone, 2-1. Shadows in the batter's box. The pitcher Ingalls still fighting the sun. 2-1, poked the opposite side, foul. Runs the count to 2-2. Julian Angulo, been on twice today, is waiting on deck. Only one out here in the fifth inning. Pippins trail at 2-1. 2-2 right back where it came from, down into center field. The center fielder Weidman was playing in, and so Anderson will hold at third. Runners at the corners, only one out for Yakima Valley. Weidman again in the right spot, studying the hitters he's going against. Able to prevent a run from scoring there, would have tied the game. Smart center fielder, Danny Weidman. Corners will pinch in as Spicer takes off. The throw is put in the pocket of Hubbard. They will concede the stolen bag. Yakima Valley applying the pressure here in the fifth inning, trying to tie or retake the lead. Oh, 1 out to right. Anderson will tag. Let's see if it's deep enough. Cepeda comes up with it. Anderson's coming home. The throw, it is late. Julian Angulo ties us up on a sacrifice fly to score Dylan Anderson. 2-2 here in the fifth. Spicer advances 90 feet as well. He stands at third. 2 outs now for Ethan Hogan. We'll see if the third baseman can pick up a knock. Takes the first pitch on the outside edge for strike one. Hogan grounded into that 4-6-3 double play back in the third that quieted the Pippins bats. Liner out to center. Weidman right there. Makes the grab for out number 3, but the Pippins tie it back up. A sacrifice fly from Julian Angulo makes it 2-2 heading to the sixth.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Tie ball game here in the top of the 6th inning. 4 different ones have been scratched across the board between these two teams as Coach Shirai starts off. Brecken Hadley with a breaking ball. A lot of straight lines out there on the scoreboard and a lot of zeros as well. 1-0, right back where it came from into center field. Stevenson down to a knee to grab it. Another leadoff hit by a Berries hitter in an inning. Looks like a pinch hitter will come in for Martin Serrano. Jake Allen, a Portland Pilot, will hit for the left fielder. Where's number 7? Squares to bunt, but takes it inside on the hands. Actually, that might have been the hip. 2 aboard, nobody out. Arai losing control of that breaking ball. Hope everything's all right with Serrano. Maybe just a little bit of tenderness after the diving play way back in the 3rd inning. Ends the night 0 for 2. Now Anthony Cepeda with 2 on, nobody out. Squares to bunt, but puts it back at the backstop off the plate. The night slowly starting to cool down. We started the game at 99 degrees. Now it reads 91 here in the city of Yakima. Wind speeds picked up just a little bit, although the flags in center field would tell you otherwise. Oh, 1. That's downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still in that heat advisory for another hour or so. I think as long as everybody hydrates, we'll be okay. 1-1. Down and away. The throw goes to second. Good throw by Buckley to nab a napping Hadley. Brecken Hadley falls asleep on the base pads. 1 down here in the inning. Gage Reeser recognized the situation, as now the third base coach for the Berries will have a chat with Lucas Naley. Conversation continues. There's no real way to overturn that call, as Hadley will have to return back to the dugout. Take a look at that. Buckley just snaps it down there. There's a gift for Koshi. 1 down, runner at first. Double play ends the inning. Pitch outside to Cepeda makes it 3-1. Pippins have turned one of those tonight. They've also grounded into one of those. (3-1), fouled back. Count runs full to Anthony Cepeda. The right fielder for the Berries has not picked up a hit since June 26th against the Bend Elks. 0 for 2 today. Payoff pitch. Just a bit outside. A walk. Puts 2 back on. And now we're back to the top of the order. Danny Weidman, who is 3 for 3. But not before Eddie Kribbe will head out and have a chat with Koshi Arai. That gives us a chance to look at the rest of the league again, as the game's going on here on a Tuesday night. Let's take a look at the standings first, though, in the West Coast League. Portland leads the way in the South as the first half is wrapping up. Corvallis right behind them, but I shouldn't say right behind. They are 5 games back on Portland, who has already clinched a playoff spot. Walla Walla is in second place. They're down in Bend right now. You see the 2 teams here for Yakima Valley and Marion. The Berries sit 10 games back. Yakima Valley towards the bottom with Cowlitz, as it looks like Koshi Arai is going to exit this game. New pitcher on for Yakima Valley. We'll get you the numbers on the new arm when we come back. This is Pippins Baseball. New arm for Yakima Valley is, in fact, a new arm. New to the club today is Jonathan Stokel from St. Scholastica. With the Saints, appeared in 9 games, including 4 starts, a .675 ERA. Did have 1 save with St. Scholastica, 21 1/3 innings pitched. 19 hits given up, 18 walks to 26 strikeouts. Facing over 100 batters with the Saints in NCAA Division III. Teammate of Finley Spicer there at St. Scholastica. Finished up his freshman year, a native of Fresno, California. Makes his way back to the West Coast to pitch with the Pippins. He will face the leadoff batter for Marion, Danny Weidman, who is 3 for 3 tonight with a trio of singles. The 2 runners on base belong to Koshi Arai, who went an inning and a third, giving up 4 hits. First pitch bounces away from Buckley. Both runners go, but it was a late jump by the runner at first, Cepeda. He's in safely, though. First base now open. A little bit wild on the first pitch by Stokel. Pippins got the game back to square in the bottom of the 5th inning after Arai gave up 1 run on 3 hits. Stokel's 1-0 is inside. Moves the count to 2-0. Stokel choosing a program that gets him an opportunity to advance as a baseball player in St. Scholastica. It also lists on his bio that Lake Superior is one of a kind up there in Minnesota. 2-0, poked out towards right. Anderson going back to the track, makes the grab. Definitely deep enough to score the run. And Marion has the lead right back. It's 3-2 on the sac fly by Danny Weidman. There are 2 outs now, as one of Koshi's 2 remaining runners he's responsible for come across. Advancing to third is Cepeda. Cody Kashimoto up to the dish now. First pitch strike from Stokel. Stokel, one of the many new faces to the Pippins ball club, as some commitments to some D1 programs have shut some of Yakima Valley's old players down. Guy like Ian Moad, who is now at St. John's. He's been asked to rest up for fall ball, so he is done with the Pippins this summer. As Stokel just misses inside. Pippins picked up 2 arms and an infielder starting this series, with more reinforcements on the way this weekend. 2-1, fouled out of play. We'll see if the other arm that Yakima Valley picked up tonight, Brendan Burke, is hot in the pen. Looks like Michael Getzinger is warming up right now. Two count. Pitch on the way. Little dribbler out towards Bittner. Has to hurry. The throw to first is in time, and that retires the side. 1 run comes across for the Berries. They retake the lead 3-2, going to the bottom of the 6th here at the Orchard.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Bullpen game from here on out for both squads now, as Cohen Barton enters the game for the Marian Berries. 6'5", 215 from the University of Hawaii. A 1-3 record with a 6.23 ERA over 12 games with the Berries. 13 innings pitched in those 12 games. 10 strikeouts to 9 walks. He's also given up 15 hits. Earned his lone win on the season after coming in against the Springfield Drifters, where he did not record an out, but did not allow a hit. I'll have to look into the box score on that one to see how he was the pitcher of record, as he fires a first pitch strike to Kyler Bittner. The Pippins have consistently sent 5 with the top 5 in the order, and then when the bottom 4 have come up, they've all come up. But we've never bled either way. It's always been 5-4, 5-4, and then 5 come to the plate. 0-2, Bittner hacks at it. He's the first strikeout victim of Barton.
Number 36, Neil Jansen.
Neil Jansen is next. Jansen 0 for 2 today. Pops one up on top of the roof of the press box. Johnny Ingles' final line. 5 innings pitched. You can give him 5 hits, credit for 2 runs. Only one of them was earned. Late strike call from Brandon Lane. Makes the count 0-2. Jansen fouls it off. Able to spoil the immaculate inning for Barton. Ethan Buckley waits next. Jansen takes strike 3. The bottom of the zone and the outside corner have started to open up here. Back-to-back strikeouts for Barton.
Number 15, Ethan Buckley.
Buckley trying to extend the Pippins' 6th inning. Takes the first pitch strike. Nothing overpowering for Barton. I take that back. That fastball registered at 91. Even in the count, 1-1. Buckley rips it through the left side for a 2-out knock. Pippins do extend the inning and bring up Jared Stevenson. Crowd here approves of the Ethan Buckley 2-out single. Most of the crowd has hung out over on the third base side where the shade has been. Decent crowd over there hanging out behind the Pips dugout. As the game's gone on, some have migrated over to the first base side. First pitch to Stevenson down low. I do see there is a group down in the picnic deck. Good night besides the heat earlier today to have a group here. Stevenson takes a ball just up. Marion, 3 runs on 8 hits. Stevenson swings and misses for strike 1. Yakima Valley 2 runs on 6 hits. The Berries have scored in each of their last 3 innings. Stevenson takes strike 2. The Seattle U product trying to avoid going 0 for 3 through his first 3 trips. 2-2, cut on and missed. Barton strikes out the side and leaves Ethan Buckley stranded at first. We go to the 7th inning. It's 3-2. The Berries are in front.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, What about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, their Hawaiian's great.
What's your pizza?
West Side Pizza.
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza. Saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Well, again, despite it being kind of warm earlier today, beautiful night here at the Orchard. The sun's setting over Yakima County Stadium. Glad you're with us here on your Tuesday night. I'm Harmon Johnson, alongside our video producer and our cameraman tonight, Shay, and the rest of us with the Pippins Baseball Club. It is now the month of July, and that means that we're just over a month left in the season. Hard to believe. Feels like just yesterday that we got started here on May 29th against the Cascade Collegiate League Showcase team. First pitch strike from Stokel, still in the ball game after getting the final 2 outs of the 6th inning. Time really does fly here during the grind of the West Coast League season. Through the left side into left field. A hit to lead off the 7th inning for Cade Goldstein. Of course, Marion's first half coming to a close. Yakima Valley will end their first half of games on Thursday with Celebrate America Night. Some of the teams in the North Division already playing some of their second half games. Makes you appreciate every day that we're out here playing ball. Pitch upstairs by Stokel. And the season is set up in a way that most teams will play 3 to 4 series before the All-Star break in the second half. And then after the All-Star break, everything speeds up. The Pippins will have 6 series. After the All-Star break. Only 6. And that may seem like a lot because that's 18 ball games, but when you think about the fact that you'd already played 9.5 before the break. Line drive up into right center field. Big turnaround second as Stevenson bobbles the baseball. Everybody advances 90 feet though. Back-to-back singles. Hubbard's second hit of the ball game. This is a similar situation that Koshiarai got himself into back in the 6th inning. We'll see what Stokel can do here. Against Paul Vasquez, who is 1 for 3 tonight. First pitch to Vasquez is fouled off. This is game 1 of 3 here in the first week of July at the Orchard. Berries and Pippins back at it tomorrow night at 6:35 p.m. And then, of course, Thursday, Celebrate America Night. Fireworks and a bucket hat giveaway. You'll want to be here for Thursday night's contest. We'll have fireworks, Celebrate America night. Getting ready for the 4th of July. Bucket hat giveaway. Should be a nice day, too. Temperatures expected in the low 90s, high 80s area. Start your 4th of July celebrations early here at the ballpark. 7:05 first pitch there on Thursday. 0-2, runner from third takes off, swing and a miss by Vasquez. Goldstein swipes a bag. There's one out here in the inning. Jake Dodge up next. He hit the solo home run back in the 4th inning. That put the first run of 3 on the board for the Berries. Threatening to score in their 4th straight inning. Handcuffed Dodge on the first pitch. 0-1. Yakima Valley, after the homestand here, will hit the road for 6 games. 3 over the 4th of July weekend against Walla Walla in the final installment of the Battle of the Basin. 0-1, towering shot out towards right center. Stevenson ranges over to grab it. Certainly deep enough to score the run. And the Berries have scored in 4 straight frames to make it 4-2. Another sacrifice fly. Able to get it done with runners in scoring position and less than 2 outs. Brecken Hadley bats with 2 down, a man at first. Stokel trying to get through 1 2/3 in relief as he throws in a first pitch strike. That 3-game series against Walla Walla, and then an off day here in Yakima after the short trip down to Walla Walla. And then the long trip down to Springfield. Liner out towards center. Stevenson coming in, makes the grab, staying on his feet. Another run scores for Marion, and another runner is left stranded. We head to the stretch here at the Orchard. 4-2, Marion on top. Well, the crowd here is stretched out and has got the blood flowing just a little bit as Barton remains out there for the Marian Berries, trying to continue to keep the Pippins scoreless. Yakima Valley scored 1 in the 1st and 1 in the 5th, but Marion has scored 4 dating back to the 4th inning. 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and just there 1 in the 7th. Yakima Valley will send the top of the order out for the 4th time. Gage Reeser, Dylan Anderson, and Finley Spicer trying to get it going again on offense for the Pippins. Gage with a new walk-up song, walking up to a remix of Lowrider. Of course, Lowrider is one of those anthems from most of the players in my childhood as a line drive over the first baseman Dodge drops into right field. Gage picks up his first hit of the ball game here in the 7th. Lowrider, of course, the theme to the George Lopez show. Or I should say the show, George Lopez. That's what it was called. I wake up at 3 a.m. sick with a stomach bug, and you just hear that sound, the cowbell. Anderson takes strike 1 at the knees. No balls, 1 strike. Racer has been on 3 times now. Anderson takes just outside, evens the count. Racer has not stolen a bag yet tonight. Has not stolen a bag in a game since before the foot injury down in Ridgefield. Anderson in a 1-2 count here. Trying to at least advance Reeser into scoring position. Check throw over to first. Barton's 3 outs have come via the strikeout. Misses. It's now 2-2. Spicer waits on deck. Two cut on and missed. So now all 4 outs that Barton has gotten have been via the K.
Number 18, Finley Spicer.
Barton's not letting his defense have any of the fun. As Finley Spicer gets the signs from Coach Garrett DeGallier. First pitch strike from Barton. Barton came into today with only 10 strikeouts. This surpasses his most in a game this season as Reeser takes off. The throw sails high and into center field. Gage will stay put at second. Now the ball gets over to third. Gage again stays put. Time finally called. Give Gage a stolen base. Barton's most strikeouts in a game so far this season have been 2. He's done that twice. As now Garrett DeGallier going to go have a chat with Brandon Lane, the home plate umpire. Quick chat. Didn't look like any questioning, as it looks like Reeser is back at first. Well, all of that just to say that it was interference on Finley Spicer. Angulo shoots one down towards the right field pole. This is foul. Foul by maybe a bat length. Down the right field line. Angulo's at the plate. That's because Finley Spicer was called out. So all the running that Gage Reeser did was for naught. Must have clipped the catcher. Oh, there it is. Spicer just stepping into the plate area against the catcher. As Angulo takes strike 2. The 0-2 from Barton on the ground on the right side. Gobbling up is Kashimoto on to first to end the 7th inning. We go to the 8th. 4-2 is the score.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Just to clarify, in case any of you were confused, Finley Spicer was called out on batter's interference against the catcher. And then Julian Angulo grounded out to the second baseman Kashimoto. As we're now into the 8th inning, Stokel still out there for Yakima Valley. The Pippins have 6 outs left on offense to try and put up at least 2 runs. First pitch strike from Stokel. He's facing Jake Allen, who pinch hit back in the 6th inning, was hit by a pitch. Sends one out to center. Stevenson ranging in, the ball dying, it drops in the Bermuda Triangle. Another bloop single for Marian Berries. Ninth man in the order, Anthony Cepeda. Another opportunity to hit with a runner aboard. Cepeda had runners on base ahead of him in the 2nd and in the 6th. Now here in the 8th. Yet another situation. Squares to bunt, but pulls back for ball 1. We'll see if Cepeda squares again, trying to get Allen over to second. He does, but he takes downstairs. Nobody up in the Yakima Valley pen. Corners are pinched playing for the bunt. You see Allen holding on the runner. He will spring off if the bunt is anywhere near him. Hogan is playing on the cut of the grass. There is another bunt. It's popped over towards the Pips dugout. Makes it 2-1. Stokel being asked to eat some innings here in the series opener. 2 more games on deck between the Berries and the Pippins. Bunt laid down. Hogan's up with it. On to first in time. Another successful sacrifice for a Marian Berry.
Number 3, Danny Whiteman.
Second time that Allen has correctly played the bunt. Excuse me, that is Hogan. Preston Allen no longer with the squad. Now the top of the order, for the Berries for the 5th time. Danny Weidman. First pitch strike from Stokel. Weidman on the day is still 3 for 3. After the sacrifice fly in the 6th inning, scored the 3rd of Marion's 4 runs. A 1 stays upstairs. Majority of the crowd that was here when it was hot, sticking around to enjoy the cooler part of the evening. Still a very warm night. High 80s is the temperature. 1-1, just a bit in. A slight breeze blowing in a couple of directions around the ballpark. Two balls, 1 strike. Fouled over towards the Pips dugout. Kashimoto waiting in the on-deck circle behind Weidman. The center fielder for Marion trying to stay perfect on the day. Stokel's 2-2, just a bit in. Three balls, 2 strikes. The runner at second is Allen. Payoff pitch from Stokel. Swing and a miss. Ball dropped by Ethan Buckley. He looks back Allen. Completing the strikeout over to Angulo for the 2nd out.
Now batting, number 5, Cody Kashimoto.
Second strikeout for Stokel in that Pippins baby blue uniform. Now he's got 1 out left to get here in the 8th inning. Cody Kashimoto. Switch hitting second baseman's been on the left side all but once. He takes ball 1 through the legs. Buckley unable to get it in time. Passed ball allows Allen on to third. Pippins with a chance to strand yet another Marion base runner. Inner third. The only time that the Berries have not left a runner on was in the 4th inning when Dodge hit the solo home run. The Pippins turned a double play to get the 1st and 2nd outs. And Cepeda flew out to end the frame. Kashimoto tonight is 1 for 4. He scored the lone run in the 5th for Marion. The 2-1 pitch from Stokel bounces on the apron. The count runs to 3-1. You'd like to see Stokel avoid putting runners at the corners. That creates a slew of trouble for your defense, even with 2 outs. The 3-1 on the ground on the right side. Bittner, high hop, makes the play. And that ends the top of the 8th inning. No runs, one runner left stranded off of the 1 hit by Allen. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Yakima Valley needs 2.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Well, our next telecast will be tomorrow evening, same time, same place, Wednesday, July 2nd. These two teams, the Berries and the Pippins, going at it at 6:35 p.m. We'll have Pippins pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery at around 6:25. Hope you'll join us for Game 2. Have a good look there at the setting sun here in the Pacific Northwest. Ethan Hogan, the first man to face the new pitcher for the Marian Berries, Joseph Perez. 6'3", 185 from Goodyear, Arizona. Fastball dribbled off the plate. Perez up with it. Flips over to first. Hogan is out number 1. Perez on the season, a 1-1 ERA with a 2.93, 1-1 record, 2.93 ERA, I should say. One game ago against Springfield, went 1 2/3, gave up a run, it was unearned. 11 total contests, work on the season. He does have 4 saves, so we'll see if he's asked to go the last 2 innings of this ball game. Kyler Bittner takes a first pitch strike. Mixes in a fastball and a slider so far. Bittner and Jansen do up here in the 8th inning as Kyler swings through the slider. Makes the count 0-2. Pitch is high and away. Fastball lives in the upper 80s. That one was at 87. The right-handed hurler from Chaminade University. One, two, staying alive, Kyler Bittner. Ends up as a souvenir. Kyler on the day is 1 for 3 with 2 stolen bases. Pokes it down the right field line foul. That ball is lost to the tree out there. Another 1-2 on the way. That bounces in. Buckley able to grab the loose change. This game nowhere near out of reach, a 2-run ball game. The Berries 5-5 over the last 10 games. Took a loss last night to Corvallis. Bittner a high pop-up over on the left side. Vasquez fighting the lights, able to make the grab against the setting sky. Last hope here in the 8th inning is Neil Jansen. Jansen on the day is 0 for 3. Sitting on 17 hits and 1 long ball on the season. Neil trying to spark a 2-out rally here in the 8th. Pitch gets away for ball 1. Nobody's down in the bullpen currently for Yakima Valley, so Stokel might be asked to head out for the 9th. He's looked pretty good, only giving up 1 run through 2 innings plus of work. Jansen fouls it off. Makes the count 1-1. Had a center cut fastball that he was unable to drive. Next pitch, just a bit outside from Perez. His 4 saves on the season have come against Bellingham on June 21st. Swing and a miss by Jansen to make the count 2-2. At Cowlitz, June 10th and June 12th. At Portland. And against Ridgefield. 2-2. Jansen swings through the fastball up above the zone to end the 8th inning. Down in order goes Yakima Valley. 1 frame left. It's 4-2. The Berries with the 2-run advantage. Stokel still out there. What a pretty picture here at the Orchard. Top of the 9th inning. The Pippins looking to hold the Berries to no runs here and then get ready to score at least 2 in the offensive half of the frame. Couple of early fireworks being set off here in the city of Yakima. Off to our left. July 1st. We're 3 days away from celebrating our nation's birthday. One year away from the 250th anniversary. The first batter against Stokel here in the 9th is Cade Goldstein. Takes a pitch inside for ball 1. It's getting to be that time of night. I know I certainly would love to be shooting some fireworks off as well. Nobody moving around down in the Yakima Valley bullpen. They're going to trust Stokel to get the final 3 outs here in the top of the 9th. That fastball just inside. Goldstein on the night is 1 for 3. Singled back in the 7th. He's going to take strike one there. Goldstein was the one that scored on the sacrifice fly, hit by Jake Dodge. (3-1) misses low. So Goldstein will take his first walk of the night.
Now batting, number 23, Bryce Hubbard.
Bryce Hubbard is next. Started off his day poorly, 2 strikeouts, and since has 2 singles. Eddie Kribbe going to have a chat with the Pippins' new right-hander, as a couple of bodies have made their way out to the bullpen. Looks like Michael Getzinger getting ready to throw a few warm-up tosses. Meeting still going on up on the mound. Home plate umpire Brandon Lane will break everything up. There you see some of the action. Some of it's obscured by the netting. I promise you, Getzinger is down there, throwing some warm-up tosses. So now here's Bryce Hubbard. 2 of his last 2 at the plate. Takes a pitch outside. It's now 1-0. Goldstein stole third base back in the 7th inning. We'll see if he's at all running here with the 2-run advantage. Pitch nearly clips Hubbard. Stokel's been asked to go quite a bit in his debut with the Pippins out of the pen. Nearing 50 pitches. He is at 44 right now. He's behind in the count, 3-0. You might see Coach DeGallier tell the bullpen to get hot quickly. Right now, it's only a 2-run comeback, which is very doable. 3-0, uncompetitive. It's back-to-back walks from Stokel.
Now batting, number 36, Paul Vasquez.
Paul Vasquez is next. He singled back in the 5th inning. 1 for 4 overall. Coach DeGallier telling Ethan Hogan to play in on the grass, ready for a bunt. Doesn't show, but the pitch is downstairs anyway. Five straight misses, and now Eddie Kribbe going to head out to the mound to make a change. Getzinger's name will be called on next as he gets one final throw in the bullpen. Good first outing by Stokel in his Pippins debut. His day is done. Michael Getzinger is on next. This is Pippins Baseball.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
As promised, the numbers for Michael Getzinger, the 6'2", 190 right-hander from Moses Lake, Washington. On the season, a 24.75 ERA through 3 games, but his last time out was his best. Down in Bend, pitched a scoreless inning, faced 4 batters, did not give up a hit or a walk. The one batter reached on an error. Previous time out against Portland on June 17th was not as stellar, 1 2/3, 6 runs, all of them earned. He'll be asked to get the final 3 outs on defense for Yakima Valley before the Pips get ready to go out on offense. He inherits 2 runners, both of them walks. Goldstein at second, Hubbard is at first, and a 1-0 count to Paul Vasquez. Hogan playing on the cut of the grass, ready for a bunt. First pitch down and away to make it 2-0. Action down in the Berries bullpen as well. Perez is through 1 inning scoreless. 2-0's outside, makes the count 3-0. There is a base unoccupied. It is third, meaning that a walk would load the bases. .3-0 right in there. Let's see if Getz can battle back after inheriting a 1-0 count. Vasquez waits. Getzinger's 3-1. Line drive into the right center field gap. Coming over is Anderson. The wave being sent from third. Reeser cuts it off in the middle of the diamond. One of Stokel's 2 runners left on does cross the plate, and it's now 5-2. The Berries in front by 3. Give Vasquez his second hit of the night, an RBI single. Hubbard is in at third. Now Jake Dodge, who hit the home run back in the 4th inning. The infield will now play in, trying to cut down a run at the plate with nobody out. First pitch in near the kneecaps. Dodge on the day, 1 for 2. 2 RBI after the solo shot and a sacrifice fly back in the 7th. The 1-0 again inside. Getzinger unable to locate. Two balls and no strikes here. There are 2 runners on. 1 run already home. Getzinger steps off again. And they are going to call a pitch clock violation on Getzinger. That makes the count 3-0. So not only is Getzinger unable to find the strike zone right now, but a free ball was just awarded to Jake Dodge. The pitch, Dodge taking all the way. A 3-pitch walk to Jake Dodge with the timer violation mixed in there. Now Brecken Hadley bats with the bases loaded. All 3 runners, except for Vasquez, are walks. 3 walks in the inning, 1 single. As there's a strike from Michael. Getzinger, about a week or so ago, committed to the University of Houston, Victoria. Drops a breaking ball below the zone to even the count. Some action has resumed down in the Pippins bullpen. Oliver Wildays grabbed a ball. As Getzinger unable to locate that pitch to make the count 2-1. Pippins led it 1-0 through the first 3 innings. It was tied 1-1 after 4, 2-2 after 5. Foul ball at the plate makes the count 2-2. Since then, the Berries have scored 2 more, and now 1 here in the 9th to make it 5-2. The Pippins have been held scoreless since the 5th inning. Two on the ground to Angulo. He's going to go to second for 1. Nobody's covering first. Now Getz is safe at first. Is the runner Hadley. A run crosses the plate. There are 2 down, but the Pippins unable to turn the double play. No, there's only 1 down. I apologize. 1 out. A much needed first out, might I add. Again, runners are at the corners. Both runs from Stokel cross the plate. So now the first pitch to Brecken Hadley. Correction, that is Allen. Is in for ball 1. That pitch downstairs as well. You can officially close the book on Stokel. Gives up 3 runs in 2 2/3 innings on 3 hits. The 2-0 pitch catches the outer part of the plate. Makes it 2-1. Wilday getting hot quickly. Squaring to bunt is Allen, but it will dribble foul. A gift strike for Michael Getzinger. Evens the count at 2 apiece. Looking for a key second out with 2 runs across here in the 9th. Breaking ball called strike 3. Inside part of the plate. 2 down now in the inning. Anthony Cepeda, the last man that Yakima Valley hopes to see. A little bit more difficult of a situation. Now the Pippins will need 4 runs in the bottom of the inning to extend the game. As Getzinger fires a first pitch strike. They only needed 2 coming into the frame. They will have 8, 9, and 1 due up in the order. Oh, 1 fouled off. Now Marion down to their final strike on offense. Getzinger looking for one more in the zone. Runners at the corners, there's 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch. Popped up, left side, chasing it to foul territory is Jansen, but he will not get it as it lands just in front of the gate over by lefties. Jansen and Hogan slowly making their way back to their fielding positions. Count still 0-2. Getzinger searching for a strike. The 0-2 pitch. Dribbler back up the middle. Reeser's going to step on the bag. And that sends us to the bottom of the 9th. Here we go. Pippins need 4 to tie, 5 to walk it off here at the Orchard on a Tuesday night.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Ethan Buckley is scheduled first here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Yakima Valley needs at least 4 runs to keep this game going. And now with the save situation out the window for Marion, they will bring in Alexander Chavez from Rowland Heights, California. A 1.50 ERA in 10 games, 12 innings pitched. Looks to be another one of those guys they trust at the end of contests as Buckley takes a first pitch ball. The previous pitcher, Perez, did have 4 saves. Chavez has 2, but this is not a save situation as he fires a heater inside to Ethan Buckley. It's Buckley, and then it appears to be Jake Porter in the on-deck circle for the Pippins. Buckley on the day is 1 for 2 as he sends one foul on the right side out of play. Even count now. Crowd here looking for a Pippins rally. The 2-2. Buckley watches it go over his head. Just a bit outside. Actually, that was inside. I just wanted to quote the great Bob Uecker. Now the payoff pitch. Buckley waves and misses above his eyes. A little bit too anxious to swing at the heater. Pippins have 2 outs left. So now here is Jake Porter.
Number 40, Jake Porter.
Porter coming in for Jared Stevenson. On the season, an .067 batting average, 1 hit in 15 at-bats. He takes the first pitch ball. Garrett DeGallier playing a little bit of the matchup game, sending a left-handed bat to the dish. Puts this one in play, out to right. Cepeda thought about diving, but he will settle for the single. Didn't want to risk extra bases. Porter picks up his second hit in a Pippins uniform and now brings the top of the order up to the plate.
Now batting, number 8, Gage Reeser.
Gage Reeser. 1 for 3 tonight with a single back in the 7th. Pippins have 2 outs to score at least 4 runs. Reeser sends a shot out towards the scoreboard. This one's going to hang up, though. Wind was not helping him. Ballpark also big enough to hold it. And the Pippins down to their final out.
Now batting, number 25, Dylan Anderson.
Last hope is Dylan Anderson. The ball for Reeser did travel 327 feet, but it was popped up at 36 degrees. Maybe a low line drive, a little bit more towards his pull side, would have resulted in a long ball. As now the catcher, Hubbard, going to go out and talk with his reliever. Finley Spicer waits on deck if Anderson could reach. Finley on the day is 1 for 4. Anderson trying to just keep the train rolling. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. 2-0 now. That one's in the zone. It's fouled by Dylan Anderson. Makes it 2-1. Now it's 2-2. Anderson down to his final strike. Porter is the man at first base. Chavez trying to polish off this game. High and away. 90 miles an hour. But now the count runs full. Porter will get a head start. And the payoff pitch to Anderson. Swung on and missed. The Marian Berries, in their first game at the Orchard, come in and take a 6-2 victory over the Yakima Valley Pippins. It was a closely contested ball game until a 2-spot in the top of the 9th inning allowed the Berries to get a little bit more insurance. The Marian Berries able to come in here and pick up a 6-2 victory behind a strong outing by their pitching staff. Ingalls went 5, Barton went 2, did not allow a run, and then Perez and Chavez each with 1 scoreless to keep the Pippins from getting a win in their home ballpark. The Pippins' losing streak extends now to 5 games, as they will try to break that and even the series tomorrow, same time and same place, against the same opponents. That's going to wrap it up for our coverage of this contest. For all of us involved with the Yakima Valley Pippins and the video stream, especially for Shay, who did it by himself today, I'm Harmon Johnson signing off, saying stay safe, have a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow as these two teams face off for Game 2 of the 3-game series. Final score again tonight, Marion 6, Yakima Valley 2. This has been Pippins Baseball.